Lamb, you better check out your commercials.
Little Elf Bakeries, Whitehall Tire. What is that?
It's a sweater.
No.
Oh, my wife Linda thinks it is. She gave me a present.
Wait a minute. I think I can fix it.
What's wrong?
Your horizontal's out of whack.
Come on. This is a gift of love, I'll have you know.
That's not love, that's revenge.
It is kind of ugly looking, isn't it, when you think about it?
Boy, it's amazing what they can do these days with emotionally disturbed wool.
Hey, would you believe it? Linda thinks this is me.
She doesn't like you, Dave.
30 seconds there, Dan. You better give me a lesson.
Right.
Hey, Davey,
Watch, she's gonna hit me with the sweater line. Watch this. Yes?
what are you wearing? A pot holder?
That's what I'm going to get you for Christmas, a giant pot.
Morning, boys.
And there's somebody to boil in it.
Gentlemen, I have a few memos for you. About this expense account. What is this? What is this? What is that?
It's a present.
Why don't you unwrap it? Well, gentlemen, read those memos I gave you and act on them at once.
What memos?
These memos, you fool. It's that sweater. The Wednesday meeting has been changed to today.
Well, today's Wednesday.
From 3 to 2. I am not crazy.
Now that's worth a bulletin.
Shush. Oh, yes, and about that bank commercial, give it a little more humor. They want a little more funny for their money. Funny for their money. Oh, that's rather good, Dave.
I like it.
Hey, Mr. Hutton.
Like that.
Mr. Hutton?
Yes?
What's this phone number here? Crestview 67399.
None of your business. And forget that number. Both of you erase that number from your mind.
Oh, she's back in town, huh?
Shush. Why does she call me here?
2 seconds.
Get up, everybody.
It's us,
David Lewis.
and Larry Clark.
Tiptoeing into your early morning live with 4 action-packed hours of heavy breathing.
Hey, where you going, Dave? We haven't got any threatening calls yet.
I'm going to the newsroom.
Hey, Dave! Dave, your sweater's leaking. I'm not doing anything. It got caught on my earphone.
Well, don't pull it, for goodness sake.
I'm not pulling. I'm not pulling.
Well, heck, somebody's pulling back here.
Oh, my goodness, I never saw a sweater do anything like this. Look how rotten it's put together. Whew.
Linda's going to be sick.
Oh, wait a minute, Dave. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I can fix it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna even it up.
Hey, what's that from?
I don't know. Check your navel. Boy, this is a problem.
Hey, oh, no, don't take that off. That's evidence.
Look, Dave, if you're so worried how Linda's gonna feel, don't tell her. Just take the sweater back and exchange it.
Well, I don't know where it came from. I mean, all it says in here is made in Poland.
Check the Warsaw phone book.
She's never going to believe this was an accident, you know. Look, when she gets here today, don't say anything.
Is Linda coming here today?
Yeah, I'm going to help her pick out some wallpaper for the powder room.
Beam up.
Well, that's the Lewis and Clark show for today, folks.
If you missed any of today's show and you'd like to hear it again live, all you have to do is just call me at my apartment anytime. Okay.
Where am I going to hide this thing?
Well, where are you gonna hide it for? You gotta tell her.
Well, I happen to like the little lady. I'd like to break it to her gently. I'd like a nice hello kiss before I show her this mess.
You just missed your hello kiss.
David, what happened to the sweater?
Hi, honey. You're never going to believe it, but this got caught on Larry's earphone. I mean, and it started to unravel, and before I knew it, the whole sleeve was unraveled.
It got caught on an earphone?
Honey, it was an accident, believe me.
I believe you, but I really like this sweater.
Boy, I did, too.
You did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, no. I knew it the minute you left the apartment. You were slouching.
Honey, I always slouch.
Not like this morning. It was an embarrassed slouch. Come on, admit it. You hate it.
Okay, you caught me. I mean, this is not my favorite sweater.
This is very upsetting.
Well, I told you it was an accident.
But I paid a lot of money for it. It shouldn't do that.
Well, just take it back and get another sweater.
Or better yet, you go get your money back.
But I can't get my money back. It was on sale.
Well, they still have to take it back. This is defective merchandise.
I don't know.
Honey, why don't you take Sandy? Now, she's one of the great exchangers.
Yeah, and she's got a big mouth, too.
I think I'll do that. Oh, what about the wallpaper?
Honey, I'm tied up
Oh,
here.
never mind. After I return the sweater, I'll pick out the wallpaper myself.
All right, now you be firm now.
I'll try.
All right.
Oh, you're a brave man, Dave.
What do you mean?
After she buys a sweater like that, you're going to let her pick out wallpaper by herself?
Now remember, Linda, the most important thing is to stick to your rights. When you're right, you're right.
Don't worry, I will.
And I won't say a word unless you need me.
Yes, ladies, can I help you?
Yes, you can. Oh, Linda, he can help us. Tell him what you want.
Yes, I'd like to speak to the manager, please.
Well, you're looking at him. Milton Purvis is the name.
Good. Go ahead, tell him.
I'd like to return this sweater I bought yesterday.
Huh?
See, actually, my husband liked it very much, but it's falling apart. See, there's something wrong with the way it was made.
Yeah, a sweater should not do that.
Isn't that awful?
Well, listen. Not gonna argue about it. You got my sympathy.
What are you doing?
Can't you read the sign? No returns on sale items.
There's no sign there.
It's in the shop. It'll be there tomorrow.
I never heard of such a thing.
Neither did I.
See, neither of us ever heard of such a thing.
Look at this. I did not pay for a ball of yarn.
Well, now you gotta look at the bright side. You got a sweater for your husband and a plaything for your cat.
I'm losing my patience, and you should be losing yours.
I am. I demand a new sweater.
Lady, I cannot give you a new sweater. Who knows what your husband did to this garment?
Linda, tell him who your husband is. Do you know who her husband is? I'll tell you who her husband is. Tell him, Linda.
I don't know what difference it makes, but he's a disc jockey.
Oh, yeah? What's his name?
Lewis.
David Lewis of the Lewis and Clark Show.
Now, why wouldn't you say so in the first place?
Because I didn't think it was important.
She didn't think it was important. Did you hear her say that? What are you making the fuss about here? What is your husband, medium or small?
Large.
All right, do you like this sweater?
Yes.
It's yours. Uh-huh. Wait, what did I give you? A Polish. Give me back the Polish. I'll give you a nice Japanese sweater. It's more expensive, but it doesn't come apart so easy. Well, it's the least I can do. Besides, it's good for business.
Oh, really?
Well, sure. We give him a sweater. He gives us a few jokes on his show, right?
Linda, we should have mentioned David earlier.
Well, sure.
Mr. Purvis, no thank you.
Linda, what are you doing?
This is a nice piece of merchandise.
I don't want to change a sweater that way.
What way?
Preferential treatment.
What?
You're only being nice because my husband happens to be on the radio. I don't like that, and neither will he.
Well, he better like it. We're one of his sponsors.
You are?
Well, sure, for 2 weeks now.
You really sponsor my husband's show?
Uh-huh, that makes a difference, right? Wait, I'll wrap the sweater.
Don't bother. I want a new sweater because I'm a person. An ordinary run-of-the-mill person, not because my husband happens to be on the radio.
What are you, one of those protest marches or something?
I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I think it's terrible the way you treat unknown people.
Well, wait, Mrs. Lewis, please do me a favor. Take the sweater because your husband's going to be so mad at you.
Goodbye, Mr. Purvis. And my husband will be very interested in finding out just what kind of a firm he's been dealing with.
You keep talking that way, Mrs. Lewis, and he will not be dealing with us too much longer.
Are you threatening me?
Well, certainly.
Well, on behalf of my husband, I threaten you back.
I'm not.
I'm not. Mr. Nervous.
Purvis.
I don't care. As you know, I am not married. And I have quite a number of very well-dressed and affluent gentlemen friends. And in the future, when you see them wearing sweaters, you will know that they did not buy them here. Come on, Linda.
Come on now. Stick this time. Now we're going. Here we go.
Guy.
Hi, darling.
Just stop fooling around.
What's the matter? Oh, not a wing again?
Oh, a wing and a wheel fell off.
Oh, what one was that?
This is a Sopwith Camel.
David, it's lovely. Easily one of your best. No, you're really getting good. And I especially like seeing you so relaxed, even if you do lose your temper now and then.
Linda,
What?
I have a feeling you're trying to tell me something.
No, I'm not.
You didn't go to take the sweater back?
David, I tried.
Honey, remember, I'm the guy with the garbage. Come on now, tell me what happened.
David, you wouldn't believe it. I showed the manager the sweater, and he laughed in my face.
Well, what kind of a store is that?
That kind of a store.
They wouldn't exchange it, huh?
I wouldn't exchange it.
Right. Oh, wait, now, honey, I think you kind of lost me. You just said they were willing to exchange it.
After they found out who I was,
Who were you?
Mrs. You, Mrs. David Lewis.
Oh, they knew me down there, huh?
Yes.
How about that? They were willing to exchange the sweater just because you were my wife and I was me, huh?
And I know how you hate that sort of thing.
Right, I hate it.
That's why I insisted on being treated exactly like anybody else who walked in off the street, and he called me names.
He called you names?
Yes.
Well, honey, I don't want you to ever go in that store again. I mean it.
Then you agree with me. Like you
Right.
said this morning, it's the principle of the thing.
Absolutely.
No matter what, right?
No matter what, honey.
No matter who?
No matter who.
No matter...
No, wait, honey. What was the name of the store you went into?
Does that matter?
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling it really matters, honey. What was the name of the store?
You're going to scream.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
I promise.
Jonathan Brown.
I wish I didn't promise not to scream.
Why?
Because I have a propeller sticking in the palm of my hand.
I suppose I should have just taken the sweater and be glad I got it.
No, honey, you did right. I mean, if that place doesn't treat people nicely, I want to know about it.
That's what I thought, and that's why I told them what I told them.
Did you tell me everything you told them?
I think so. I knew you'd want to know because you always said that you don't want to sell a product you don't believe in.
Oh, did you tell them that?
No, I'm telling you that because you always tell me that.
Well, that's right. You know, Larry and I have a responsibility. We make that store sound terrific. Now, I don't want some little old lady walking in there and getting gypped.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Well, I want to check that store out for myself.
You're going down there?
How late are they open?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, dum. The cottons are good. The woolens are fine. Come in and shop. We're open till 9. They're open till 9. I'm gonna take it back right now.
Oh, look what I did. I got glue all over it.
Honey, it's their fault. If they'd exchanged it in the first place, this never would have happened.
But look, the sleeve's all sticky.
Honey, that's all right. The more that's wrong with it, the better. Now, let's see how they treat John Q. Public.
But you're not John Q. Public, you're David Lewis. And when they see that, they'll give you 10 sweaters.
Honey, I'm on radio. They don't know what I look like.
But won't they recognize your voice?
I'll use a disguise voice. They may exchange a sweater for Dave Lewis.
Let's see how nice they treat the little elf.
No, I think I'll hit him with Farmer Bernie, honey. I'll be back in a little while.
Hello there.
Do you mind if I light my cigarette, please?
Hey, listen, my wife came in here and
Do you
she...
mind if I took one puff, please, out of my cigarette?
Go right ahead.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Your name ain't Purvis, is it?
No, I'm Jimmy. Mr. Purvis is gone for the day.
Oh, that's great. I just want to return this sweater, exchange it for a new one.
It's a sale item, isn't it?
Right.
Right.
Well, you don't understand. You see, I only had it one day and it's falling apart.
I'm sorry, pal. I can't make any exchanges on a sale item.
Well, you don't seem to understand. This is a faulty knit. This ought to go back to the factory. It's falling apart.
What's this? What is that?
That's glue.
You try to glue your sweater together.
No, that happened when I was working on my wing.
You win.
Yeah?
What are you talking about?
Not my wing, the wing on my Sopwith Camel.
Oh, you glue wings on camels. You on pills?
I've heard enough. My wife was right. This is a crummy store.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now, oh, of course. Oh, now I know. Oh, now I know who you are. Captain Nutsy.
You're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah? And so are you, buddy. Your pocketbook doesn't match your coat.
I'm through talking to you here. The next time you hear me, it'll be on your radio.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'll get on my refrigerator and I'll answer you.
And now for all you newlyweds out there, here's a new tune by the Daydreamers entitled Love Makes Me Sick. Hey, where you going?
Record library?
We got a commercial for Jonathan Brown Stores.
I know, that's why I'm going to the record library.
Dave, you're making a big thing out of one lousy sweater.
Larry, I thought we both agreed not to break our backs for a sponsor that we didn't believe in. It was a matter of principle, right?
Well, that's before I rented that expensive house in Malibu.
Well, I'm not going to do a funny commercial for Jonathan Brown, I'll tell you that.
Well, we better do something for Jonathan Brown or we're going to lose the account and our jobs, exclamation point.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, that's the spirit.
My way.
Huh?
That's right. They're going to get just what they deserve.
Be careful, Dave.
That was the Daydreamers with Love Makes Me Sick. And now, a word from Jonathan Brown's, the Valley's #1 discount clothier. Today only, one imported alligator shoes, the unbelievable price of $23.95, and look what you're getting. Beautiful one-piece South African alligator skin, either black or brown, full lining, a soft skin, and rubber heels, all at the same price. For $90. Remember, that's Jonathan Brown, where a bargain is always in effect. And here he is, Pony Boy Richards and his Cottage Cheese Brigade with Colonel, baby, Colonel. Leave it.
Well, you got about 7 seconds.
For what?
What are you doing?
You're 5 seconds early.
Don't try to change the subject. I want to know what happened to that Jonathan Brown commercial.
All the facts were there, word for word. I got them all right.
That is not what they're paying for. Jonathan Brown is paying for two funny men, two separate, silly, funny men.
We are two funny, silly men, but there are times when silliness and funniness go undeserved.
What is he talking about?
Well, remember that lousy sweater his wife bought him? Well, they tried to exchange it, and they wouldn't take it back twice.
What is he talking about?
My wife was not treated nicely at the store, and I can't bring myself around to sell anything for a sponsor I don't believe in. I just can't. I just can't.
What is it? Of course you can. You are a disc jockey, not the Better Business Bureau.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hutton. That's the way I am.
That is not the way you are. The way you are is fired if we lose that account.
Yeah?
And that is final.
You're on the phone, Mr. Hutton.
Hello? Hello? Roland B. Hudson here. Oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Brown. You see, it's him. Yes, I just heard the commercial, but don't you worry, they will apologize, and then they will make good or else. What's that? Yes, certainly, I'll hold the phone. She is absolutely furious. Now you wonder why I lose my patience with you boys? Don't you realize that it's the sponsor who pays for everything in this studio? The salaries, your salary, my salary, the microphones, the turntables, the cupcakes,
I bought those cupcakes.
That's an entirely different argument. And I will tell you something else. When you are correct, I will back you up. But in this case, you are wrong, wrong, wrong. Goodbye. Hello, are you there? Yes, Mr. Brown, we were cut off. I'm terrible. No, the whole thing was cut off. What's that? Mr. Brown, if you thought I was angry before, now you will hear angry.
I'll start packing.
Mr. Brown, be assured that I will not fire Lewis and Clark. As for your store, I will tell you what you can do with it. You can take the Jonathan Brown stores and sink them to the bottom of the top of the Empire State Building. I didn't make much sense, but the attitude was splendid.
Hey, you were really sticking up for us.
Naturally.
What do you mean, naturally? Just a minute ago, you wanted to kill us.
What did Brown say about us that made you so mad?
It wasn't about you, it was about me.
You?
He called me a jerk.
Why?
Because I hired you. I may have been wrong in hiring you, but I am definitely not a jerk.
And you're also a pretty terrific fellow. You know that, don't you?
Of course I know it. I hope to be a legend in my own time.
And about losing you the sponsor, it's okay?
Never. I'll have to dock both your salaries this week to help make up for the loss.
You mean we're going to lose pay?
Naturally, what do you think I am? A jerk? I heard that.
I didn't say it yet.
Oh, well, say it so I can get back to my office. Jerk. Thank you.
I knew they wouldn't fire you. You're too handsome.
You're handsome too, honey. It just proves that people who believe in goodness and decency can luck out sometimes.
Hey, honey, now you're talking.
What do you mean?
The sweater, honey, it's perfect. The color, the knit, I love it.
You really like it, darling.
Like it, I love it. Now, sweetheart, this is really me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Not you, you